Pauline, how do you do it? You travel 2 hours and a half each way
Yes.
to London.
Yes.
How many times a week?
Sometimes 5 times a week, sometimes 7 times a week. It's no big deal. No big deal whatsoever.
If you have
For
the
me,
passion.
yeah, it's my lifestyle. You know, I just feel blessed that I can actually do it. And if ever I found myself complaining, honestly, it would be unfair. That's what I think. It would be unfair because somebody's probably in hospital bed now begging for the life I've got. And so why would I complain? So for me, I know a lot of people will say, when I tell them where I live, they're like, you are kidding. And I'm like, no, I'm not kidding. You know, 14 years I've done the commute.
So tell me, who's been, I know you've been interviewing a lot of people.
Yes.
But who's been on Dr. Pauline Long show so far? Give me 5 names.
5 names, big or small.
That comes
Just
to your
name.
mind, from your heart.
Oh my God. Do you know why I can't even, that was just like a question, 5 names that came out of my heart because I've interviewed over 2,000 people on the show. So, well, you and Cecilia there, come on, tell the camera. Yes. Hi. Yes. And Cecilia is just amazing, came on the show today, talk about dementia. And of course, yourself, Stardust. The fact that you embrace people, bring people's stories out, make them feel like they are just gold, not even golden, stardust, But there's some kids from Uganda as well, some dancers from Uganda called Ghetto Kids. They came on my show and I didn't know why these children were called the Ghetto Kids and why they went around dancing. I thought it was just art, like everybody just dancing is an art. But these kids were actually from the ages, 6, 7, 8 to 14. These kids were dancing to pay their own school fees. They're dancing to actually put bread on the table. How? At the age of 8, you're dancing to find your own food. I was so inspired by these kids. I'll never forget them. It's 3 years ago. They came. One of them died, Alex, rest in peace. If there were anybody I wanted to hang out with again on the show, it would have been these kids. Seriously, absolutely amazing. Ghetto kids of Uganda. But also, I do have a lot of youth on my show, come on my show. And usually they're from beauty pageants like Miss Africa, Great Britain, Miss Pride of Africa, the Miss and Miss West Indies, the different kinds of beauty pageants. They come on my show, sometimes even up to about 10, 12 of them, in one time. And you listen to these young people talking about their ambitions and what they want to do, and my heart just melts. Like today, the 21st century, 2017, these young people really know where they want to be, who they are, and where they're going. Despite the images, the negative images of young people we see all the time in the mainstream press, on my show, the Pauline Long Show, Ben TV, we insist on giving a platform to those who are doing good, the teenagers, the young ones, the youth that are doing good, because we cannot let the few that are not doing good, overtake. We can't let their stories overtake those who are doing good. Do you know what I mean? And I think that by bringing these young ones on the show to talk about the good things they're doing, the few that are not doing great can learn from these people, this youth. And so every time I have the youth on my show, I think when I speak to the cameras, when I'm introducing the guests on my show, and I have a big smile and like the energy is going, people viewing must always guess that, oh, she's up to something, she's got some youth on the show, because every time they're on my show, I'm just excited, because when I finish the show, I feel like they've inspired me to do something, to go and do something. Sometimes people think that you get inspiration from older people. I get my inspiration mostly from young people. I just feel like, oh my gosh, kids inspire me. Like, you know, I just, you know.
I know you have an amazing drive, and this is all coming from your love for people.
Yes.
And I know, just happen to know that you are writing an amazing book called Human Love, and everybody is very excited about it. So tell us, what is going to be inside the book? What can we discover there?
So, human love, the gift of giving, you know, with everything that I do, you know, whether it's, you know, on the television show, whether it's, you know, on speaking platforms, fundraising, running a film studio, mentoring the youth, absolutely everything that I'm doing, I believe in giving back. And the first thing I give is love. You know, that love, human love. You know, the love you give to humans. You know, I love animals, you know, pets. Don't get me wrong, but you can't compare that love that you're giving to pets to human beings. So for me, the core, in a world where there's a lot of wars being fought, a world where there's atrocities like rape, domestic abuse, injustices like poverty, you know, injustices like prejudice, in a world where we're continually being fed and faced with these things, we must not only preach human love, we must practice it. We must practice it. So the book is encouraging people, you know, to go out there and be agents of human love. And with that, I've featured, you know, some of the most incredible known people, you know, quite well-known people, but some of them are not known, but they're just human love agents. And you know what? Human love is very infectious. So I want people to read it, and by the time they put it down, they're going to do something good for someone. I believe there's something I write on my social media every day. Please go and do something good for someone. I could easily just write, go and do something for someone. No. I always insert the word good. Go and do something good for someone today. You don't have to know the person, but just do something good to show human love.
So, out of everything that is happening in your life all the time, and when you think how much sadness is in the world, how many people are struggling, they don't have enough food, they don't have clothes to put on their back, they don't have hopes, they lost hope. And you are writing this book to inspire people to remember that each one of us, absolutely each one of us, got two things in common. One is we are all coming from stardust.
Yes.
And secondly, but again, a top priority for us to remember is that we are made of love.
Yes.
We could not be possible without human love.
Yes.
And you want each one of us to remember that you are coming from that essence, from that drop of love, from that ocean of love. And you cannot be anything else but love.
No, you can't be anything else. You can't be anything else. Everything else that we do in life is just a bonus. You know, even if you're running a business, you gotta love, you know, run it with love. If you're not a loving person, if you're fighting with your neighbor and you're running a business, how are you going to convince your neighbor to come and buy what you're selling? If you two are fighting, how? I always give an example, you know, like if you're a farmer and, you know, you're fighting with your neighbor, you're probably growing tomatoes. Why should your neighbor go to the next supermarket to buy tomatoes when you're farming tomatoes in your back garden? Yeah? But the reason why your neighbor is now traveling miles to another supermarket is because you two are not getting on. You're fighting. There's no love there. But can you imagine if there was love? Your first customer would be your neighbor. Your tomatoes would not rot. So
we were talking before about the gift, the talent each one of us is holding from birth, and how actually absolutely everyone got the gift of giving. It's one gift that each one of us got, is the gift of giving. So what givings could look like? Some people maybe have nothing to give, but maybe they have a talent to give and share.
Everyone has something to give. You have something to give. And when we say giving, you know, human love, the gift of giving, I'm not asking you to give all your bank savings, you know? I'm not asking you to give everything in your fridge. Sometimes you can just give your kind words, you know? Sometimes you can just let somebody through, that's giving. Sometimes you can solve a situation, a dispute, that's giving. You know, giving your time, giving yourself, giving your love. I don't even know how to explain it. I get the chills when I mention giving your love, showing compassion. I think people just always mistake this thing about giving, like you have to give some money or some physical stuff. No, you don't have to do that.
So I think what you are saying is that humans are born as humankind, and they just remember they are humans, and that is almost like an excuse, but actually they could be both human and kind.
You know, they can't be human and kind. They're just humankind. They are born to be kind. Human beings are born to be kind, and if they don't know, they need to know today. They need to know. You know, they're born to be kind.
Born to be kind. That's really beautiful. So tell us how people who never met you could find more about your book. When is going to be available for them? Can they pre-order Human Love? What is the best way for them to pre-order the book?
So more updates are coming on my website, which is www.paulinelong.com. So if they can just keep up with me on my website, all the social media, the Pauline Long Show, or just find Dr. Pauline Long, you know, on Facebook and keep up with the updates.
From both of us, until next time, remember, you are the humankind. Goodbye.